What's up, guys? Welcome back to Off the Dribble. New setup, in-person episode with myself, Ash, and my co-host Chetan. A lot's been going on in the NBA recently, and as aforementioned in our Instagram caption of our last episode, we're going to talk about the Jokic injury, and we'll start with that. Probably the biggest story in the NBA today. Nikola Jokic is missing at least 4 weeks with a hyperextended knee. Honestly, the best case scenario.
Yeah.
I thought when that injury happened, it could have been an ACL, MCL, or something. But hyperextended is like a win. Especially, I think entering last game, he's walking around no crutches, which means that he's going to be on for a shorter timeline rather than a longer one. First off, what impact can have on the Nuggets, and then we'll discuss the ramifications on the rest of the league after that.
I think since that game, the Nuggets played one game.
Yeah, they
won. They won against the Raptors, which is a good win. Obviously, it's probably at least a month that he's going to be out for. I think we all expect the Nuggets to drop a couple games, but I just want to look at the standings exactly. I know for a fact that they're the second seed right now.
Yeah, they're just a game ahead of San Antonio, or maybe the third seed.
They are the third seed right now. They're a game back of San Antonio. They're 23-10. In the next month, you play approximately 12 or 14 games, anywhere in that range, probably.
He's, including the Raptors game, he's projected to miss 15 games.
15 games. Yeah. If you can go that 15 games and lose and win 9 of them, I think that's a good stretch for that game.
Yeah, they could do that.
Really good. Yeah. But the thing with that now is they have absolutely no starting center.
Yeah.
For at least for that whole month because Jokic went out with the calf strain. So he was having a great game in Toronto. So I mean he was also a really good backup center for them. I think that's why they've been so dominant this season, especially compared to last season because they have so much depth. So Jokic is able to play at his full efficient self, all the minutes he's on the court because he's not playing 40 minutes a night like he was last season. But I think it's going to be a struggle for them to even win 9 games. So
9 would be crazy.
9 is going to be hard. If they can close to 500, Jamal Murray is going to have to average in my opinion 35 points per game, 7 assists for them to do something. They're going to need a lot of contribution from players. Christian Braun is still out. I don't know if there's a timeline on Aaron Gordon coming back.
Aaron Gordon should be back soon.
If Aaron Gordon comes back within the next week or so, then that's some help on the way. But again, that's Aaron Gordon being your second
Honestly,
option.
bro, their schedule is not bad.
I was also I was looking at their schedule a couple of days ago. I remember it not being terribly hard.
They have games against the Nets, Hawks, Bucks, Pelicans, Mavs, Wizards, Hornets, Wizards again.
But the thing is, games like the Bucks, if Giannis plays, I feel they could lose those games.
You have 2 games against the Wizards.
Yeah, those games
against Charlotte.
But I think those games end up becoming competitive.
I think Wizards games become competitive, bro. I don't know if the Nuggets are that bad without just the fact that
think about
trying to lose.
Think about it, though. You don't. So that's even if Aaron Gordon is playing, you have Jamal Murray.
Yeah.
Christian Braun at your 2. Your 3 is
if he plays.
I don't know how long he's out. Who's your 3? Peyton Watson.
Yeah.
Peyton Watson at your 3, Aaron Gordon at your 4, and Spencer Jones at your 5.
They're gonna sign him surely.
Who are you signing within the next couple of days?
Surely DeAndre Jordan just comes back, right?
Dude, I'm DeAndre Jordan meaningful starting minutes in 2026.
Yeah, you gotta make a trade maybe, because you can't play that long with the center.
And I feel if Alex Sauer is playing, bro, that at least him is gonna be able to keep you in a game like that.
But they beat the fully healthy Raptors though.
It's true.
I don't know. I think 9 wins might be a bit of a stretch. I think they can 7. I think they go 7 and 8.
7 and 8 would be good, but that'll leave a lot of that'll make the West even more interesting because the Spurs will probably solidify themselves or get some gap at the second seed.
But that just went out indefinitely.
That is true. I did not. I realized that, but I didn't even take that into consideration. But I feel they have pieces that can kind of fill the void a little bit. You have Castle, you have Fox, you have Harper. That's why you have all the guard depth. But then you have teams like the Lakers, the Rockets, the Wolves, all playing
the Lakers, bro.
Yeah, all 3 of those teams have haven't been. I mean, the Rockets out of those three teams have been probably the most consistent team,
Yeah.
but they've also had some bad losses.
They're shit on the road.
They pretty bad on the road. So I mean, if any one of those three teams like locks in a little bit over the next month, I mean that they can go for a run for the third seed, and then the Nuggets would end up falling to a sixth seed. But again, like, I don't really think seeding in from 2 to 6 is really a big deal going to get playoffs because
I just think you want to avoid the 4 and the 5.
because that make you play the Thunder in the second round, and you would obviously that's basically a guaranteed. You wouldn't want to call it a guaranteed like loss in the playoffs, but like that'd be a really hard second round to.
I think you'd rather have the 6 than the 5.
Rather, yeah, exactly. Like it would be 3 or 6 was what you want, but if you're not close enough to get the 3, you might as well just take the 6.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's gonna be a tough stretch for them though.
Dude, I think it could be. I think they could go in the play-in, bro.
That would be crazy.
And that would be like.
That would be insane.
Because I think if you're the Nuggets, right? I think you go closer to like 6 weeks than 4 weeks with Jokic.
100%.
Because
You don't want to rush it back.
7'1", 260-pound dude. Those knees are probably already screwed.
Yeah.
Like ironically, we were talking in the last episode about how he plays an injury-free style of basketball.
That's another thing. We're literally just saying how he doesn't get injured, and then I think it was that night, right?
It was like literally 5 minutes after he got cleared.
Yeah.
He got. But again, you like the knee's already weak. You don't want to put too much pressure on it. You want to make sure it gets a full recovery. I think 6 weeks. Even if they slip to the 7, I think he's good enough where he can like bring you back up to the 6 if
And
necessary.
you play the Spurs in the first round. Like I think that's a matchup you would
It's
want.
a good matchup for them.
Yeah.
I think
I think that like a young Spurs team that has no playoff experience at all.
Wemby gets like super emotional in these games.
Yeah,
Like, I kind of want to take advantage of that.
And like they allow you to play pretty physical in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So like I think you can frustrate Wemby a little bit in playoff time. So
And in that situation, you guys probably get the 4 and the 5. They can avoid you guys too.
Yeah, I think in this situation, I think we have to go for the third seed.
Yeah, it'd be between you guys and Houston, in my opinion.
Yeah, with LA, I think honestly though, realistically speaking, we're probably as bad as LA to like.
I don't think so.
To the outside world, I think people are probably thinking that. I think I'm starting to get there slowly. We'll talk about that like later on, but yeah, I think one of those three. I think it's Houston, in my opinion, is most likely going to get that. It's probably be that third seed.
Yeah,
and then it'll probably be us being the 4th, and then LA the 5th.
Yeah,
and then I mean, how close? I want to see the play-in.
I think you guys are half a game back.
We're half a game back from but the Suns can move up to 6.
Yeah, the Suns. It's closer than people think it is, and that sort of.
But the thing is, like, the Warriors are probably going to lose tonight.
Yeah,
they're going to be 18-7. At that point,
18-17.
you're 18-17. They are going to be 6 games back from the Nuggets. Do you think the Nuggets can go down 6 games in the standings?
No, I think they could go down 4 games though, and that would be the 7.
That'd be the 7th seed.
Yeah, it would get really messy.
If that happens, yeah.
Oh, dude, and the Spurs, like Wemby thinks he's playing every night, but they keep holding him out.
Yeah,
so
he's playing like 24 minutes a night too. Like he's really not like.
Bro, Houston could sneak up to the 2.
Mm-hmm.
That would be really interesting,
especially if they like actually make like a trade. I don't think they need to make like. I don't think they have to make a trade for a point guard, but if they make a trade for like a point guard that fits that team, then I think they could take advantage of that.
Like a Darius Garland, perhaps?
Yeah, something like
you
that.
Guys are looking for it too?
Yeah, like something like that. I think that would definitely propel them and be able to take advantage of like the injuries that are going on.
Yeah, but this could be really interesting for the top seeds, especially a team like San Antonio and Houston. Because I don't think the Nuggets are going to go to the 8.
Yeah,
like even if they get in the play-in, Jokic be well back by then. I think they crush anyone in the play-in.
Exactly.
So I think they're going to end up with 7. Worst case, and that would be really annoying for a team like Houston, who had probably been playing really, really well up to that point, or a team like San Antonio, maybe even if you guys sneak all the way up there, Lakers. That would be like the worst case scenario, because you see a team as good as Denver, but they're just staring at you with the 7 seed. That would mess up all the playoff hopes. Maybe like even at that point you'd be tanking for the 3, right? That it's
there's so much thought into like everything.
Just one player going down changes like everything.
Yeah,
it's crazy. And speaking of what else it changes, the 65 game rule is obviously in effect for the MVP race for all NBA teams. And if the Nuggets do what I'm thinking, hold them out for 6 weeks instead of 4, Jokic obviously will not be part of the MVP race. But Also, he won't be a part of All NBA first team after averaging a triple double.
That's crazy.
Which that part, I think the 65 game rule should apply for individual awards. Like I don't think you should win MVP if you don't play 80% of the season. I think that's fair.
Because
All
you're
of
not
the
contributing winning at that point.
but all NBA teams, bro, like a thing that has nothing to do with winning. Like we saw Bradley Beal make All NBA first team on a 20-win team. Like in my opinion, you rather have 60, 55 games of Jokic rather than like 70 games that season Bradley Beal. So I think all NBA teams putting that requirement is really bad because now like a month in, right? Our All NBA team would have probably been Shea, Luka, Giannis, Jokic, and maybe Wemby. Like that. But now Giannis isn't there, Luka isn't there, Jokic isn't there. I mean Luka might be. But with Luka's injury history, like he might not be there. Wemby won't be there. So I mean, what do you think? Like I think it's tough. It's a tough conversation.
I think that they should ultimately change it, but at the same time, like they should put like a minimum amount of games that you have to play.
That'd be 65.
I mean, yeah, but like also they should put it. Yeah, I think they should lower it. It won't.
Or what do you think it should
like?
be?
Because like 41 is half the season.
65 to 80%.
I would say like 50.
50 is too little, bro.
You think so?
50 is like less than 60% of the season. Like to me, I think
like 53.
To me, I would rather no game limit at all for All NBA.
But then put a game limit on MVP.
And just keep 65 for the MVP.
Okay.
Because there's only been one MVP in NBA history who hasn't played 65 games.
Wasn't the same time? You could have somebody that's averaging a triple double over like 30 games, and because of that rule, people are going to change everything and maybe put them on an All NBA team when they should deserve to be an All NBA team. And that's why I think you need to you have to have like a certain number.
Do you really think that's gonna happen? Like, do you really think that
I don't know, bro. I think some people are dumb.
You think so?
Because All NBA team is like majority media. Then it goes into like head coaches or something, right?
Like, to me, bro, if you have a triple double for 35 games, you could sneak into All NBA third team, and
I would care. Bro.
You would care.
Because there'd be somebody that's like a 4 seed, in my opinion, averaging like 25 points per game that wouldn't make it. And I'm like, all right, you actually made the playoffs, you made the second round, like you averaged 25 a game, like you should be a third. You should be on the third. Team.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, I wouldn't mind 2 separate game limits then.
Yeah, I think 2 separate game limits would be
maybe like 50 games for that.
Yeah,
but I mean, I don't know.
I think MVP it has to be like
you gotta play 65 matches.
You gotta play 65 games or more to be there. Because I think being your availability is like that. That's like, in my opinion, not a skill, but it's like an attribute that you can have as a player.
Yeah,
like there's certain players that you can rely on on a night-to-night basis, like Mikal Bridges. Like unless it's something crazy serious, he's not gonna sit out. Like he'll play and he'll give you effort. So like players like that, like you
players like Shea, players like Jokic. Yeah. Like they're always like, unless Jokic obviously, but hyperextended knee is no joke.
Mm-hmm.
Like unless it's like a serious injury, they're gonna be out there. So like, I mean, he won it 3 times. That's why he got rewarded 3 times. Yeah. Speaking of MVP, obviously we don't think he'll be qualified anymore. We don't think Giannis will be qualified. Giannis, I learned, has missed, I think, 14 games, so he has to miss 3 more. We're just not gonna include him in our projected MVP ranking. So we have our sort of top 5. And what this will tell you is we're a Shea Gilgeous-Alexander injury away from a really nasty MVP race. Like just really undeserving.
Very undeserving.
So you can start. We'll go 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 2.
My 5 is Tyrese Maxey.
Okay, my 5 is Kevin.
Okay. I think Maxey's had probably the best season of his career so far. He's averaging I think 30 points per game or 31 points per game, something like that. I think he's 3rd or 4th in the league in scoring. Shooting it at great splits. The Sixers are 6th seed or the 7th seed in the East. They're 3 or 4 games above 500. He's I think also underratedly improved on the defensive end. He's actually that's something teams can't just go out there and put him on an island anymore. He's still not a great defender, but that's something where he's giving effort on. So that's something I think anybody on the list here. Some players might not really be, but because their offense that truly outweighs their defense by that much. But I think to be on the MVP caliber player, you have to have some type of defensive effort going in. So and he's contributing, winning basketball. He hasn't missed. I don't think he's missed a game yet so far. if I'm mistaken.
I think yeah.
Yeah, so I mean that's 35 games into the season. So if he keeps playing like this, I think he can stay in my top 5.
Yeah, I mean, KD not really known for the defensive end,
Mhm,
but
yeah.
he's really impressed me this season. Like
Yeah.
I said he was washed. Like I said, like 25 points a game is 20 what he's gonna do, but like I just don't know if he can like do anything else.
Yeah.
And bro, over the past if you look at his numbers, 11 assists last game, 6 assists, 7 assists, 8 assists, 8 assists, 5 assists. Like he's sort of becoming a stat sheet stuffer this way in his career and been the best player on a 4 seed in Houston. Like I think you gotta give credit where credit is due. He's been this is probably the best basketball he's played in a long time, and it's in a winning cause. I think 5 is a good spot for him.
Yeah, I think that's not a bad place to put it.
Yeah.
4 for me is Cade.
I have Cade a lot higher.
The Pistons are obviously the number 1 team in the East. They haven't been playing like amazing basketball as of late. They're 6-4 over their last 10, but Cade obviously like is still doing what he does. He is averaging 27, 6, and like not basically 10 rebounds a game. His splits are actually pretty impressive. He is shooting.
Same, bro.
47% from the field. He was never known for 3-point shooters. 33%, but you can't leave him open, obviously. And then 83% from the free throw line. And also, like again, like not a bad defender, but like without him, like the Pistons genuinely would be such a bad team. Like I actually think so because I think it's this far into the season you start to see deficiencies in teams, and the one thing people are starting to point out in the Pistons is that they need a reliable second scorer, and they don't have that, which shows how valuable Cade is to that team, and the fact that they're the number 1 seed is kind of crazy. Like I know like Duran had like a really fast start to the season, but again, like he's not somebody that's gonna get you a bucket off the dribble. You can't really give it to him. He was able to in the beginning, but like he's not averaging like 25 and 10 like he was in the beginning of the season. And you're not gonna give him the ball in the post like 10 times a game, 15 times a game like you would someone like Jokic or something like that. So I mean, what he's doing, I think is really impressive. The team around him isn't bad. Like he's surrounded by really good, like high level, like skilled role players and like really good defenders. So he has like a good team around him. I just think they're like one reliable piece away from like actually like fully contending.
Yeah. So here at 4, I have Jalen Brunson.
Okay, I didn't have a spot higher.
Yeah, even incredible NBA Cup champion, MVP, whatever that means. But a team like the Knicks, who I think both of us have as probably the premier sort of contender in the Eastern Conference right now. I mean, can I say like I think there's a good chance they end up going. They might even get the 1 seed.
Yeah, they're only a game and a half back.
Yeah, he's averaging almost 30 points a night, 7 assists a night, 50% from the field, almost 40% from 3, 85% from the line. Like on volume shooting too. Like the defense is obviously the defense of what it is, but like again, when someone's that valuable on offense, like again, we're gonna see a player. I'm sure both of us have a little higher than this, who is probably the worst defender in the NBA.
Yeah.
So, like when you're that good of an offensive player, like the defense will come. So I think Jalen Brunson, bro, one of the best value contracts in the NBA. Like
still at 33 mil.
Still a 33 mil contract. Like the Knicks are a force you reckon for sure.
Yeah, I agree. That's what I have at 3. Basically, like everything you said. Like he just like still gets better every year by year. Now, like it's like small things, but like now it's like he's like a lot better of a playmaker. Like he's always been a decent playmaker, but now he's like able to fully consistently beat people off the dribble. He doesn't hold on to the ball for 17 seconds a game anymore, which like you can actually see because the Knicks offense is like a pretty fun offense to watch. Again, they do have a lot of talent on the offense, but like last year they struggled because they wouldn't get the proper shots because their only offensive like possession would be Jalen ISO for like 15 minutes. But now he's showcasing as this like playmaking ability. But yeah, everything you said, like also been really clutch for them this year as well.
Yeah. 3, I have Luka.
Okay, I have Luka.
I mean, if you look at the start of the season, bro, like his numbers were like pretty crazy.
Yeah.
And the numbers are still insane. 33, 8, 8. Like, I'm not saying he's a bad player or anything. And like it's crazy that 3rd in the MVP race might be seen to some people as disrespect.
Yeah.
But bro, I just can't get over like the high volume turnovers. He's averaging 5 a night. That would be close to the NBA record set by Russell Westbrook. And the defense, bro.
The defense is atrocious.
The defense is like when you have commentators calling you out for your defense in the middle of a game where you have 30, Reggie Miller.
Reggie Miller is also, like, in my opinion, like, he's always had some sort of hatred towards Luka. He always roasts him on every single time.
That is also true, but the play he called him out on
was very
why?
true. Yeah. Was it the one where you're supposed to play help defense?
Yeah, you just stood there. He stood there, hands in his pocket, and watched the ball. Like
JJ also, like, post game one time said, like, he's like, there's people on our team that, like, don't know, like, simple defensive coverages. And
who
then,
the talking about?
yeah, who else would he be talking about?
It's
like,
really
it's not LeBron.
It's really glaring. And you watch a Lakers game. Last game he had 30 points. It was a bad 30 points. It was 40% shooting. He just can't. For some reason, he can't find a consistent three ball. Post injury, I think maybe pre-injury I'd have had him at 3 behind Shea and Jokic, but now now is at 4, and I have a duty to mention above him.
Yeah. I'm putting him at 2 just because of the numbers, obviously. But like also like I don't think that Lakers team, again, like same thing with Cade, like LeBron is still giving you good numbers, but I don't think if LeBron was that first option on that team that they will even have, like, how many wins they have, like 21, 22?
Yeah, 20 and 21.
Yeah, something like that. So like I think that without Luka, it'd be like you'd be looking at like a 14, 15 win team probably, in my opinion. Like,
dude, they're like, I think this could also be like JJ Redick's coaching philosophy, but when they go down at half, they always lose. Like they're 21-11 and they have a plus 12 point differential, which means when they lose, they get blown out. Like the Rockets have a plus 363 point differential and they're 1 win ahead of them.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. Like I don't know if Luka just stops trying. I don't know if JJ Redick just coaches them to just give up in the third quarter if they're down by 15.
I think Luka just probably stops trying.
But bro, like.
And then once you start playing, stop trying. I mean, everybody it's like the page is kind of an effort goes along the team, so it just happens.
Sitting through a Lakers game is a really hard watch.
Yeah, they have the best whistle in the entire league.
It's like Luka averages like 6 less drives per game than Shea, and he averages 6 more free throws a game over the past month.
And you have like
how?
You have like Denny Avdia.
Yeah, Denny Avdia. We got to do a whole other episode of Denny Avdia's whistle. This is nuts. Deadass might do a whole other episode just like sitting and watching Denny Avdia free throws.
Yeah, telling you guys like how is the foul? What is it?
Where is it?
Like where? How? Like, that's a complete conversation for another episode. But yeah, so year 2 is Cade, obviously.
Dude, I don't think you can give me 5 basketball players better than Cade Cunningham right now. Like, I was like when you were talking about Cade, I was like, I have him at 2, but let me just go and see what the numbers are, right? And if you just look at it, like 31-11-8 last game, 27-11-5 the game before, 29-17-5 the game before, like 29-10-9, 32-6. Like it's just backpacking a team that I don't. Let's be honest, like none of us had the Pistons as the 1 seed.
Yeah.
Like, and they're the 1 seed. Like even after losing some like kind of shitty games recently. So I don't know. Like he does everything on the offensive side pretty well, besides like the 3 ball's been a bit inconsistent, but. He's such a good mid-range scorer, such a good low-post scorer, such a good finisher around the basket, one of the best passers in the league. I think he's second in the league in assists to Jokic. Like, there's no weakness in this guy's game. He's still a willing defender. Like, to me, I think he's more likely to win MVP than Luka, seeing that the Pistons are the 1 seed in the East. They definitely are gonna finish more wins.
Yeah.
So, I mean, again, all this is relatively moot considering who number 1 is, but like. I think Cade deserves some flowers.
And then 1 would obviously be Shea, the league leader in points in like almost like every category for like everything in points. Also like I think it's kind of evident that like he does so much for like the offense. Like there's been some game. Is AJ back yet?
He just came back. Yeah.
I think like you mentioned it too, like games where you don't have a backup point guard and Shea has to sit for extended time where you don't have a backup point guard. It shows how much like he does for the offense by not only initiating it but also being like the go-to scorer, being like the one that sees the most coverages, the most defensive coverages, most double teams, and like again like half the season he's played without his second best player. So like I think that just shows like how well he's
done. There's a conversation there, bro. Chet's making an argument.
Yeah, I think it's very both of them are like a 2A 2B kind of thing, but like. I think it shows like how what he was able to do because you kind of expect like if one of your best players goes down, like Shea, it'd be harder for him to score. Maybe his like efficiency would go down because he would be the main focal point on offense. But no, like his numbers went up. He like kind of carried that offense through for like 2 months almost, and like it's deserving for him to be like the MVP right now.
I think his superpower is like the lack of turnovers, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He's averaging 32 again, but this is the least turnovers per 30 plus point per game season ever. He's averaging less than 2. His season high in turnovers is Luka's average.
Yeah,
like that's no shade, but it's just like when 5 turnovers a game is your season high, like you've only ever hit that once.
Yeah,
and there are other like high volume players like Jokic, Trae Young, Luka, who James Harden, who tend to like hit that number every night. Like we don't lose possessions because of it. And when you just need a bucket, that mid-range jump shot, it's just cash every time, and it's such a like relief that when your offense just needs a shot, you're just there to get it.
Yep.
So I mean, in my opinion, if Jokic doesn't qualify, this could be the second unanimous MVP ever, and it sucks because you don't want to get it because Jokic isn't there. But I mean, it might happen.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it'd be cool if even if it does happen because of injury, like I think it would still be like something like monumental. Like it's the second time it ever happened in the NBA. Like you still have to be like one of the best players. To play the game for something like that to happen. So and I mean, it's not like his numbers are like it's not like Jokic won. Let me just hand it to you. Like there's still a very big argument as to why Shea was the MVP when Jokic was healthy anyway. So I think it would be good.
To finish off the episode, we got to give the Clippers some love.
Yeah.
Another player who, honestly, at this point, he could be 5 on some people's MVP list. Kawhi Leonard, my God. Like, this stretch from Kawhi has been nothing short of insane. He's been averaging, I think, 35 points per game in their 6-game winning streak. He had a game where he had 50 through 3 quarters. Last night, he had a 40-piece again. He had 20 in the 4th. That being said, they should not have been down that many points in the 4th quarter to the Jazz without Keontae George and Larry Markkinen, but they were, and he brought it back. So credit where credit is due. But is Kawhi back?
Yeah, I think he's always put up numbers when he was healthy. But like the thing is, like, how many games is he gonna play this season? Like, how long is he gonna be out for? Like, can he stay healthy enough? Like the Clippers right now are in a good spot to make a push for the 10th seed and make a play-in and then potentially win a couple games in the play-in if they make a trade or something like that, and then get a higher seed. But like, I think he has to play like majority, at least 80% of the games remaining in the season for them to do that. Maybe like the rest of the games in the season.
He's got to play the rest of the games in the season, and I think he has to play at this level, bro.
Yeah.
Like, again, like I said,
I think he could average 30.
Yeah, but like I said, like if you're losing to the Jazz without Keontae George and Larry Markkinen, you need Kawhi to score 45 to win that game.
I mean, Kawhi is supposed to be your like number 1 option. Like
45 to beat the Jazz.
I mean, sometimes
it's trash. Like,
yeah, without Keontae George and Larry Markkinen,
yeah, Keontae George would be a whole episode too. That guy's insane. But I don't want to put like water on the fire. But do you think it's realistic for Kawhi to play at like this level? For that, like
not this level, like not 45, 50, not 45, 55 back to back. But like 30, 28, 26, like maybe he gets more help. Like I know Harden's had like a decent season. Like it's just a consistency. So like I think if both of them could kind of form like sometimes they already have a connection. Like when they're on the court together, the offense isn't bad. Like in general too. Like when they're healthy, the Clippers don't look like a bad basketball team.
No.
I just think that like they need some sort of just like continuity for some time and then just get in a rhythm. And they're playing really good basketball right now. They're on a 6 or 7 game win streak. So if they
number 1 defense in that bad.
Yeah. So I mean, like if they keep it up, then like for example, if Kawhi misses like 2 games every 2 weeks, and you like win one of those games, like that's fine. I think that's whatever. That's okay.
Who'd the Clippers get for Norman Powell to the Heat? That wasn't John. Was it like a 3-teamer and John Collins?
I think John Collins just signed free agency, right?
Dude, Norman Powell's about to be an all-star, and they just traded him away for nothing.
Yeah, that they did do.
I only gonna brought them because they could really use him.
Yeah,
like,
they could really use Norman Powell. Right?
Yeah.
Who did they?
I'm trying to remember. Sorry.
Norman Powell
trade. Oh my God. Okay. Oh no. Yeah, it's a 3-teamer.
Oh,
They got John Collins from the Jazz.
Okay.
They gave up Powell, Kevin Love, Kyle Anderson, and a pick to the Heat. Kevin Love from the Jazz. Sorry, the Heat.
the Clippers gave up the pick.
Second.
Oh, I thought they gave up the first round
No,
to get John Collins.
no, they don't have that. They don't have a pick.
Yeah, that's why I feel like they don't. But somebody like Norman Powell is definitely somebody they can use. But maybe they go out there and make a trade.
For Michael Porter Jr.
Yeah,
That would be nice.
that'd be exactly what they need.
Yeah. It's just such an interestingly ran team when they
It
just signed
is.
an extension before.
And I don't think they have a good coach either. Like
He's fit.
I don't know what he does.
He outwardly said he wants them to end 41 and 41.
I don't, like, how do you want them? You want your team to be just mid?
Yeah. He's terrible. He's gotta go. The whole team's gotta go. Like, the whole brass gotta go. I don't know how to.
I think that everyone, like the team, honestly just needs to retire. Everyone that should retire, bro.
Honestly, bro, if you-
give Harden for like a couple years or something like that.
If you ask me, bro, is it worth giving up extra assets to get Michael Porter Jr. to make the 8 seed and lose the Thunder in 4 games? Or just trade Kawhi?
I think you're
Just trade James Harden, get as many picks as possible, and just restart.
I mean, yeah. If you're the 10 seed, the max you can be is the 8 seed, right? You can't get to the 7 seed.
You can.
Yeah. So I don't know.
I don't know what that goal is. Like you just want to lose later? Like, I'm so confused.
Like you just want to continue for like one more week, maybe.
I mean, I guess it doesn't matter, right? Because their pick is decided by us. So I guess they can just like play as much as they want. But like Kawhi's value is only going to go down after the season. James Harden's value is only going to go down after the season.
Kawhi's value is the highest it is right now.
It's never ever going to be higher.
Yeah.
Coming off like 3 40-point games, 1 50-point
don't-
game, like
I don't know, like when you can, like
a team like the Pistons would really give up.
trade Kawhi to the Magic for Paulo. Just give up Paulo, give the Magic Kawhi, let the Magic make the run.
God, they need that. I think it's way more than Kawhi or Paolo. I know Paolo's been bad, but like
Give them Kawhi and Harden.
Kawhi and Harden, Magic want that.
Yeah, because I don't even think they would get out of the East with that.
Paolo's nickname is PB No J.
Yeah.
That is class. That might be the best slander name ever. There was a Paolo J-Dub conversation on my phone.
Dude, Paulo's so bad.
Embarrassing.
That's also another episode of probably for a whole other episode.
There's so much going on. Like, our next episode, guys, I promise is gonna be a Keontae George like prop episode.
Yeah.
And just like slandering Denny Avdia and Paulo Becker for like the next episode. You already know what that episode's about.
Exactly. But yeah, I think on the Kawhi issue, I don't anything else from you.
No.
And overall, I think that was it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys probably know what we're gonna talk about next
Yeah.
episode now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think our schedule is probably gonna be something like Monday and Fridays,
Yeah.
or we'll record Monday, Fridays, which end up being us posting on Tuesdays and Saturdays.
Yeah.
So just keep staying in tune for that. But until then, like and subscribe and follow us on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram at Off the Dribble Pod, and we will see you guys next episode. Peace.
Peace.